Monday, May 6th, has issued a high risk of severe weather, and it is confirmed that it is causing damage. Again, it's this little area right here. If you are in this area north of Parkin, Now, hello everybody, my name is Christian, welcome back to Skycast, and we do have some to talk about today, including the potential for severe weather followed by a cold blast that may affect parts of the United States. We should start with the severe weather threat, though, the potential for numerous days from Wednesday all the way towards the weekend, starting off with today across parts of the Red River area. This is not expected to be a large threat, and if we actually trend back with the HRRR, it's not really convecting anything across this area, so it's really going to be a tough forecast to continue to see how this will play out, although the Storm Prediction Center does have a low-end damaging wind risk and a low-end hail threat with this. As we do get into parts of tomorrow, though, Thursday the 8th, we do have a large marginal risk of severe weather across North Texas all the way up into western Kentucky, western Illinois. This is going to have the potential for all brief hazards, including the potential for a tornado. We have the potential for damaging winds, and while really localized into Oklahoma, the potential for some small hail. Now, severe weather will begin to impact tomorrow into parts of the morning hours, and it's especially going to be realized across, I would say, more or less this general area here, and I'm going to show you why. If we go ahead and we play the simulated reflectivity on this and we continue it through, we have the potential to see a few strong to severe storms. It's not an insane threat, it's just a marginal risk, but a couple strong to potentially severe storms, especially with these that may become a little bit more isolated, that may become a little bit more intense than some of the others. Besides that, though, seriously unorganized, lots of rain out here. It's going to rain itself out fairly quickly, but we do have the potential to see a few warnings go out, especially the brief potential of a tornado. And across a majority of parts of Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, this is going to be a rainfall event. It's going to be real soaking, especially throughout a majority of tomorrow. So if you are out and about, make sure you have those raincoats and you bring those umbrellas. Now, as we get into portions of Friday on the 9th, this is when the real day for severe weather will begin. This is going to be across parts of Dixie Alley, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, that marginal risk stretching from Texas up into parts of southern Kentucky, and the probabilistic of this within the slight risk is a 15% chance of a strong to severe storm within the given point. This does include areas like Memphis, Birmingham, Baton Rouge, Huntsville, so a very large area, especially across much of Mississippi, that could be under the gun for severe storms. Now, if we look at the upper level winds on this and kind of show what's going to happen, we are going to be eyeballing this bad boy right here, this short wave turning into a trough for the severe weather threat that's going to be lasting from today into the weekend, but specifically going to be highlighted for Friday. And if we go ahead and we play this through and we kind of show you what's going to happen, this is going to continue to strengthen. We get through tomorrow and then we get towards Friday. This trough really begins to strengthen, and this is going to be a more positively tilted trough. If the instability and the moisture was more widespread, more present with this, this would be the type of trough that you see for the potential for a more robust, potentially significant severe weather event. And while we do have dew points in the 60s, moisture is not terribly off the wall. We are seeing a rather small corridor of instability begin to build towards the afternoon and evening across the Dixie Alley. We do have some areas towards, let's say, Louisiana that do begin to get into the 1200, 1500 joules per kilogram range. But to sustain, it's going to need more than just small little pockets of that. And that's why the main severe weather threat that will develop on Friday is going to be those mesoscale corridors that do have areas of heightened instability. This is really not going to be a more widespread event, not by a long shot, just due to the fact that it's January and we don't have the thermodynamics present for a severe weather event. Now, one thing that we do need to note is the differencing between models. And with the 18Z HRRR that just came out, we do actually have a little bit more of a heightened corridor for instability across parts of Mississippi. And once again, this isn't anything impressive instability-wise, joules per kilogram between 15 to 1600, but we do have some areas that across southern Louisiana that do enter 2200 joules per kilogram. And this is something that we will need to continue to monitor, because the higher the instability is able to funnel up, the more potential for a severe weather event that we will have. Instability is one of the main things that we are watching. So definitely a reason, if you are in the slight risk area, the marginal risk area, to continue to watch for updates, potential convective upgrades by the Storm Prediction Center, because this is the first serious severe weather event that we have had of 2026. This is definitely something to monitor. Now, with the last run of HRRR that we are seeing from this, we're going to have more information tonight as the time becomes closer. But this right here, this little cluster does look like it will end up being the main thing that we watch. Once again, this is going to continue to change. But with this run in particular, this is showing that potential line of thunderstorms in the highest area of instability and moisture within the warm sector. We could even potentially see one or two mini supercells pop up out of this, depending on how linear or how quick linear things go. So definitely something to keep an eye on with this. Have that severe weather plan and know what you need to do in case a warning is issued for your area. Now, temperatures are relatively warm across parts of the southern United States for this time of year, but as we continue to play this through, as I was talking about at the beginning of the video, we're going to get a cold front pass as severe weather passes across the Ohio Valley and the southern United States, and this is going to lead way behind this for a cold blast to come out of Canada, and you can see it dipping into the 10th and the 11th, will likely peak towards Monday the 12th, but this is going to leave areas from North Dakota down into Tennessee, probably North Georgia, into and below freezing, and this may pose the potential for some snow. Now, we don't have any directs on that right now, but we will need to continue to watch to see if we can get a potential snow system here or there across this area that might get a coating or more on the ground. Now, my name is Christian, and thank you for tuning in to Skycast as your go-to weather place. You can follow me on X, links in the description. I am working about setting up my Facebook again for updates on there. Stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.